We are back, you motherfuckers. Yeah, man, hey, shout out to my brother, dude, Dirty Birdie. You know what I'm saying? I had to drop that dirty wings on you motherfuckers, man. Yes, we're definitely going to get him. We're going to try to get him back by the end of the year or even right before football season. Get my dude Dirty Birdie back. Because I know a lot of you motherfuckers been requesting him again. Shout out to everybody in San Bernardino. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, stand up, stop killing each other. You guys are crazy out there. But shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to everybody in the SB. Man, speaking of now, man, we got the guest of the motherfucking hour. We got my brother making his return, Don Menace, the Menace Clan.
What up?
Welcome back to Die4 Radio, fam.
What up, fam? What up with you, man? What you been up to, fam?
Oh, man, just here, just marinating, you know what I'm saying? Never player hating, like E40 would say.
That's right. Sucker ducking and dummy dodging, man.
Oh, yeah, off top, brother. Hey, man, but once again, I want to say thank you, for making another return to the show. You know what I'm saying? I always appreciate you when you make time. Come fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that.
Oh, man, definitely, man. You already know, man. Whenever you call, man, I'm going to jump on there and whatever has to happen, man, we're going to make it happen.
That's right, man. Now, look, I want to get into the comments that we all heard of on the Vladtv on Willie D about Bushwick Bill. We're definitely going to get into that. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the Menace 10 album, The Hood.
Okay. Okay.
Because I started playing that again last week, like all the way through in it. There's one song that always sticks out to me, and that's The Last Drive-By. And that shit, man, it kept playing after I remembered about that song. We started off the show with that song. And then I started thinking about the album. Do you think if that album actually, let's say that it had a success and it sold and it went platinum, do you think that album would have had a letter coming from the FBI or some type of government agency complaining about it? Because that album has let's just say it's not government friendly. And if it would have sold and if it would have won, it crossed over to sell more than 1 million, do you think that the government would have been angry?
Well, to be totally honest with you, man, the government was angry, and we did get letters from the government. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no shit.
I remember one day. Yeah. One day we came to Rap-A-Lot, and it was like the FBI or some government agency sent a letter saying that the Menace Clan, is on a couple of neo-Nazi hit lists or KKK hit lists. So they were just like kind of warning the label to tell us, to be careful because apparently I guess we're on some kind of KKK or Nazi hit list. So,
wow.
But that was like in 95, 96. I'm not sure, if I'm still on the list, but we definitely got letters from the government saying that we were on those lists because of the music.
Wow, that's new shit. That's new shit. I did not know that. And when you found that, what was your main thoughts?
Well, I just was like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, we must have really pissed somebody off. That's all I can really think. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we were lying about anything or, like people always ask me, they go like, man, you put out that music and that shit's like racist. And I'll be like, well, you can look at it that way, but it's like for me and, for my homeboy, it was like reactionary racism. You know what I'm saying? Like we just reacting to racism that's already been presented to us. You know what I'm saying? It's like a reaction to that. It's not like we going out looking to do something to somebody or anything like that, but we definitely going to protect ourselves. And that was 20-some years ago. And now if you look at it now, like, the shit that we were talking about, people, that shit's come to pass. And, we got Donald Trump now. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, people is just kind of like, people just kind of like, damn, man, y'all kind of seen the future. Yeah, man, so it's kind of been like a resurgence of the Menace Clan.
Yeah, And you know what? I have read, like, you know, you go on the YouTube and you see the comments. A lot of people do complain about it. It's a racist album and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's funny, but then I'm thinking in my head, dude, you guys ain't getting the picture of what they're saying. They have, you guys have every right, especially for people being of color, being a black man, black woman. You guys have all the right to be angry and talk the way you did, especially back then. Yeah. It's not like it was some fabricated shit that you be mad and just start wilding up for no reason. People got to understand that, especially today, when people see the shit that's going on today. It's like, dude, you guys got to, they have every goddamn right. Every goddamn right. And it should never stop. And I don't expect that it should. Because I think the minute that they let down and just say, fuck it, get over it, it'll be tragic.
Like, for instance, like what's going on at the border with the Latino brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? Like with the separation of those kids and, you know what I'm saying, locking them up at the border and all that. You don't think that you breeding another Menace clan when you're doing that?
Right.
You don't think that those kids are angry about that, being separated from their families and stuff like that? You don't think that those people are harboring some kind of hatred towards the government and the establishment and stuff like that? Like, you creating a Menace clan.
And when they grow up, they're going to remember that.
Exactly. And they're going to be rebellious.
And when they grow up, they're going to remember that
system. Yeah. So all I can do is continue, you know, speaking out. Yeah, man, all I can do is continue speaking out, you know what I'm saying? And just, like, at least giving them, like, damn, well, maybe we might be wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's take a look at it, you know what I'm saying? If anything, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And even in that, you concede into white supremacy when you're saying, well, damn, take a look at it, you know what I'm saying? Well, what can we do to change it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why we got to go to you motherfuckers to change it? You know what I'm saying? Why it just can't be changed? Why we got to go directly to white people to change it? See, that's where the problem is like that. Like, them motherfuckers really in control of shit. Like, that's why black people and Latino people, we can't really be racist because we don't control shit. We're not in control of the money. We're not in control of the economics and stuff like that. That's where racism comes from. When you controlling the economics and you depriving people of economics, that's when, you know what I'm saying, you can be considered racist. You know what I'm saying? We're not racist because we don't control shit. We just in the ghetto and in the hood, you know what I'm saying, just like, you know, surviving. That's all we doing. We just trying to survive within this racist system. So
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And also on that part, you know, people understand not all the time Latinos, Mexicans, Salvadorans, whatever, get along with the black communities as well. And to me, that's all shit by design anyway. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because when you go into those countries are fan of hip-hop and they love black people. It's not as publicized as it is. It's just certain shit that people are not reading between the lines and see what really is going on. So, like I say, not every Mexican is racist. I dealt with some racist Mexicans in my life. You know what I mean? I've been around them, and I'm like, dude, like, it's thinking in my head, why are you talking this way? Like, you're in the same boat as that guy you're trying to talk down upon because of his color. And that makes no sense to me. That's a dummy talk. That's a non-educated dude.
I'm born and raised in Los Angeles, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I probably said this on an interview with you before, like, I grew up with Mexicans, and, you know, like, they used to invite us into their homes and you know, and teach us about their culture and teach us about their food, and, you know what I'm saying? And then, I don't know, somewhere in there in the last 20 years or so, that shit just went left, you know what I'm saying, where you got Mexicans that don't like blacks. Like, that shit was, like, almost non-existent when I was growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so, exactly.
Yeah, like I said,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they would invite us into my home. My best friend back in the day, his name was Javier. You know what I'm saying? That was my dog. You know what I'm saying? And Javier and then his mother and them used to invite us in their home and feed us tostadas and, you know what I'm saying, ceviche and all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to be over there grubbing. Like, you know, if nothing else in a Mexican household, you go eat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you almost offend the grandmother if you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, their grandmother, Javier grandma used to offer us something to eat. If we didn't eat none, she used to kind of like lightweight be offended. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a gesture, you know what I'm saying, a positive gesture that, you know, you come into their home and they offer you something to eat. That's like, you almost can't turn it down. You got to eat some of it, try it, you know what I'm saying? See, you know what I mean? So.
Right. You better be got a full stomach. You better make room for that fucking food. You know?
You better try it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, but you know, I want everybody who's listening, man, please be educated on this, and just don't go on YouTube and look up current shit. I want you guys to actually go pick up some books, read about the black culture, read about the Mexican culture, read about the Puerto Rican culture. Just read about the different cultures and see how similar they are, and how the government is dogging everybody
up. They all tie into each other. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yep. 100. 100. And everybody who's white, listen to this. Please don't. This is not a shot at you. My best friend is white. You understand? This has nothing to do with just sometimes that you guys have to clean out your house.
Right.
You got a lot of cleaning up to do because you got a lot of people that making y'all look bad.
The way that it's going to end and the way that it's going to get turned down, the racism is going to get turned down is if white people that know better say something. You know what I'm saying? They got to check their own people too. You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come. It's got to come from them. You know what I'm saying? To say, hey, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to come from white people to say, to check other white people and educate them on, on us and our culture. And like I had posted earlier today on my Facebook, I was like, man, I'm convinced that hip hop was sent to save the world, man, because that's the one thing that, if you look at it, that's the one thing that brings everybody together today, man. You look at all the things that divide people, and you look at the things that bring people together. And hip-hop is one of those things that bring people together universally. You know what I mean? And if people kind of got into hip-hop a little more, I think that shit it'll kind of make racism die down, because you will see that if you start, part of hip-hop is studying other people and shit like that. You know what I mean? And when you start doing that shit, you'll see, like, damn, okay, these, they cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I first signed the rap a lot, like I said, it was some white people. I had a real phobia about white people, because the only white people that I ever really came in contact with was like policemen, firemen, teachers, white people that were like some type of authority. You know what I'm saying? Some type of authority. So when I got to rap a lot and I met like Mike Dean and Damo and all them like that, like they were regular white people. They didn't have no type of authority. They getting fucked over just like us. And I had never seen that before. The only white people that I had seen was white people that I felt were above me, or, on a different level, or in some type of authority figure, a policeman, you know what I'm saying, a guard, or, some shit like that, you know what I mean? But I met these white people that were struggling just like me. I had never seen that shit, so it made me I had to rethink my shit, like, damn, okay, hold on. It's white people going through it too. Like, these white people so fucking evil, they even fuck over their own people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, so everybody just get educated, man. And like I say, everybody is white. Listen, don't take this as this is a shot at you. No. It's just that you got to be some accountability, some responsibility to start airing out and cleaning out the fucking skeletons out of the closet, man, because
exactly,
it's never going to change. And the only way it changes is starts with you guys. It does start with you guys.
Right.
Get rid of that. Start calling out names and really have real proof and just use it. Use it, man. Because I guarantee you there's a lot of people that know things, but they're so scared to speak up for who the fuck or what reason. Speak up, man. Just speak up, please, man. Please.
Right.
Ridiculous.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, on that part, before we like to say we're going to be big into that Willie D stuff, what's up with the regime, man? What's up with everybody in the Dragon Gang, and what is your views now with everything?
Honestly, bro, I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I heard that Yuck and Gonzo made up and shit like that, and they back cool and working together and all of that. So it just kind of made me kind of like, damn, like, what was all that shit about? You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, for me, you know what I'm saying, Gonzo said some things that I can't get past. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not forgiving like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that saying that people say, you know what I'm saying, God forgives, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? I still want to whoop Gonzo ass when I see him. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he got to, you know, but that's just some L.A. shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got to see me, you know, based on some of the things that he said. You know, me and him got to sit down and go in a room and have a conversation about that. Apparently, Yuck is way more forgiving than I am. You know what I'm saying? So that's him. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's him though. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's their situation, and they all good. You know, and if they want to get along, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? But I still have an issue. You know what I mean? I haven't really been in the circle like that. I've been, you know, like I've been trying to start my own trucking company and doing, you know, other things. So I haven't really been doing any regime thing. You know, if I see something on Instagram, I'll like it or share it or whatever, you know, shit like that. But I haven't really been in rapper mode in the last 6 months or so. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing other things. But, you know, with the Willie D thing, you know, Bushwick was a really good friend of mine. You know what I mean? So I know Will and Bill's relationship to be more than what Willie D was trying to convey on Vladtv. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I had to say something because not many people can really speak on that subject, you know, because there's not many people that are close to the Ghetto Boys like I am and, you know, a few other people. So I felt like it was my duty to speak up because had the shoe been on the other foot, I believe that Bill would speak up for me. So that's why I said something. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know,
right, yeah, so let's get into that. What were your first thoughts? So say you click, you see Willie D on Vladtv on YouTube, you click it, you go and view it. What was your first thoughts exactly that clicked in your brain when you seen the video, and then you keep hearing every other segment, every other video, and it just kept on going and going? It seemed like Willie D was bashing Bushwick Bill. What was your first initial thought when you seen it?
Well, my first initial thought was clickbait. You know what I'm saying? My first initial thought was that it was clickbait. You know, they had wrote a sensational headline to get you to watch the video. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. You know what I mean? Because in this day and age, with the internet, you know, people will write a hell of a headline to make you know, watch the video. So, and it got me. You know what I'm saying? I turned the video on and I watched the video, and I'm watching it and I'm thinking a lot of what he's saying is true. You know what I'm saying? Him and Bill did have a real volatile relationship, and they did, you know, get into it a lot, but it was mostly over money and it was mostly over bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't nothing that really stuck to where, you know, after one of them would die, that the other person would be talking crazy shit about them like that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they made history together. Like, they are a iconic rap trio, the Ghetto Boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, Southern rap veterans, like the first to do it. You know what I mean? Like, they made a lot of history, not only in Houston but in the South and then in the world. You know what I mean? So I just know their relationship to be different than that. I know them to be, you know, I've seen them laugh with each other, and I've seen them, you know, hang out and shit like that. I've seen this happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about it. All the shows that they've ever done over the last 30 years, all the tours that they've ever done over the last 30 years, all the photo shoots and interviews, and had to be at these radio stations together and had to do all this shit together. It wasn't always fighting. It wasn't always bad blood. It wasn't always, you know what I'm saying, going at each other's throats like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it'll be Will and Bill against Face. Sometimes it's Bill against Will. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the three grown men in a relation in a group together. You know what I'm saying? And they you know, three men together, they not gonna all get along. It wouldn't be right for three men to be in a situation and they all like, you know, agreeing to everything. You know what I'm saying? Any man, if everybody likes him and he agrees with what everybody say, you gotta watch that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because as a grown man, you're gonna have a difference in opinion with another grown man. You know what I'm saying? But in death, you don't talk shit about the dead. Why? Because the dead is not here to defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing. For me, that was out of character for Willie D to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the truth of the matter is, we at Rap-A-Lot are a fucking rap dynasty that's like no other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't been touched. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers don't fuck with Rap-A-Lot by and large. If you hear Rap-A-Lot, you got respect for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no bullshit, no dents in our armor at Rap-A-Lot. You know what I'm saying? Whether you on the label or you not on the label, if you were part of if you've ever been a part of Rap-A-Lot, you are family. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way we look at it. You know what I'm saying? I was with Jay at Bill's funeral, and he reiterated what I said. You know, we family. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way that is. So I felt like, as a family member, I had to come in and speak on. I have the right to come in and speak on another family member talking bad about another dead family member. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what that was. You know, I ain't got no calls from Willie D. When I first seen it, I thought it was bad timing. Like I said, it was bad timing. He could have waited a year or two to actually talk about how he really felt. I thought it was in poor taste. That, you know, it was just the wrong fucking time to do it. So it kind of let me down, and I felt like, wow, Willie D really, I mean, I agree with, like you said, there's some agreeable things that he did say on the Vlad interview, but just the timing of it was horrible. It was very horrible. I don't think a lot of people will forgive him for that. It'll take a long time of people to get over his comments, but I just thought it was in bad taste, bad timing. And then you got to realize, this is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, you got to realize that. This is entertainment, and Willie D is an entertainer at the same time. You know what I'm saying? He loves controversy. This is why he's had songs like Read These Nikes. He wanted to get, you know, under Nike's skin at that time. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, and mention them, and, you know, he caused that controversy. You know what I'm saying? And say all this other crazy shit on his record, and then Nike like, oh shit, you know, we got to face. You know, it's publicity when Nike says, oh, we want to separate ourselves from that song that Willie D has called Read These Nikes. You know what I'm saying? That puts your name in the papers. That puts your name on the internet all over the place. You know what I'm saying? At the time. And, you know, people are like, who is Willie D and why is Nike not wanting to fuck with him? You know what I'm saying? Then he backed over and he said some shit about bald head hoes. That's sensationalism. You know what I'm saying? He's creating controversy. I'm just being real. You got to watch it, understand people when you know sometimes.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, you know, that's what he does. He does sensationalism. If you look on his post, he says 30 years of controversy. This is what Willie D does. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it was in bad taste for you to then, you know, sensationalize your band member's death by saying, "Oh, I never had no love for that motherfucker. No way. Me and him never got along." You know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, that's what that was. It's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? He's just creating controversy. Do you know how many people went to his blog after that? You know how many people went to his page and you know what I'm saying? So that's what that was, bro. Yeah, man, it's entertainment.
He has such a controversy because he even he goes after politicians. Like that one song that he recently came out with, he's going after Charles Barkley, Stacey's dad.
The Coon song.
He went after a lot of people on television. So, and that's recent.
Right.
So he is such a controversy now that you speak on it.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you what it is. I'm a family member. I know my Uncle Will. Okay, I know this guy. You know what I'm saying? I know. I saw it for what it was, but at the same time, Bill being my friend, I had to give there's a yin and a yang to everything. He gave the yin, I have to give the yang. In Bill's defense, because what kind of a friend would I be if I didn't? Bill gave us our first shots at everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bill took us on tour when he didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? We was out doing shows in clubs and shit with Bushwick before the Menace Clan album even came out. You know what I'm saying? Bill was on our lead single, The Hood I Die For. He didn't have to get on that song. He was already Bushwick Bill. He was already Go, Whatever So Clear, and all this other shit. He was already on the Chronic and all that other shit. He did exactly. He did that shit out of love for us. You know what I'm saying? So out of love for him, I spoke up for Chuck, and I will. You know what I'm saying? I always will. If Javon, his son, ain't got time to do it, call me. I'll speak up for Bill. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those people who can. And that's just it. Right. Hey, I agree. Like, and it's not you because I have read other interviews from other artists that went on Rap a Lot, and the love that Bushwick does give a lot of people. So this is not false. This is not false shit just being said by one party. Do you think that there'll be a time Willie D comes out and said, do you think that he will come out and say that he was wrong on what he said? Or do you think he will just keep sticking to his guns and by it and just continue being Willie D? Well, it depends on what kind of value is put on that. You know what I'm saying? If he get a call to go on Good Morning America and they say, we want Willie, we want you to come on the show and speak further on your relationship with Bushwick Bill, aside from the bad times. You don't think he'll go on Good Morning America and say good things about Bill? Yeah, who wouldn't? You got to take that advantage. Of course he will. Of course he will. You know why? Because there's over 10 million people watching Good Morning America. You see what I'm saying? It's entertainment, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting paid to come on here on your show and say anything about Bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing it because Bill is my friend, and I know their relationship better. You see what I'm saying? But some people are driven by attention. You see what I mean? Right. Like, it's way more valuable for Willie D to go on Good Morning America and know that 10 million people are going to be watching, because that translates into a few 100,000 people following them on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or whatever, site he's trying to get you to, he's monetizing or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Right. It's like almost like you can't take it personal. You can't take it personal because it's entertainment. But on the real, when it comes down to chicken and farting and being in a 16-passenger van going 500 miles to the next show, we know that their relationship is different than that. See what I mean? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll talk. Like, on the road, Willie D's not going to leave Bushwick in a hotel by himself. He's going to make sure Bill's on that motherfucking bus and headed to the next city. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He can't. He knows. Crazy, he knows in his deepest, darkest hour, he probably cried about Bill dying. That was his partner, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Bill, they were around each other for 30 years, man. It's rare that we even know a motherfucker for 30 years, and they was in a group together for 30 years. I know at some point he was sad about that, where you feel like you're going to miss Bushwick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you going to miss that, bro. You're going to miss Bill coming out on stage this year. Halloween fell on the week. Halloween ain't going to be the fucking same this year, bro. Yeah. That's 100. We play. They do shows every year on Halloween. Every year the Ghetto Boys are booked for Halloween. You see what I'm saying? This year they won't be booked for Halloween. Probably not. Not in the capacity that we know the Ghetto Boys to be. Damn. That's crazy, man. I didn't even know that they were booked every Halloween. That's crazy. Every Halloween, bro. Every Halloween. And the crowd goes crazy when they see the dwarf come on stage talking about this year Halloween fell on the weekend. Me and Ghetto Boys are trick-or-treating. Come on, man. That's iconic shit. Everyone knows that verse. Everyone knows that part. That's the most memorized part out of that whole song. Come on, man. That's up there with It Was All a Dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. everybody knows those lines, bro. It's like it's iconic shit. It's just hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right. Oh, that's no lie. That's no lie.
Real shit. So,
yeah, man. I mean, to me, hopefully one day Willie D could actually come out and tell what it really was. But like you say, it's entertainment, so we don't. I don't know, but you may know a bit more because, like I said, you was right there. You was in the circle. You're part of the Rap-A-Lot tree. You're a branch off that tree, so you see a lot. Right. So, I just hope that he can come by and just admit that it was in bad taste. That's all I want to hear. That it was in bad taste and it was bad timing.
Bro, believe me, if he has a woman in his life, a wife, a mother, grandmother, and they got wind of that, believe me, they told him that wasn't cool. Trust me.
Yeah.
Willie, Dennis, you know better than that. You don't speak ill of the dead. You don't do it. Period. That's like a universal human G code. You don't speak ill of the dead. Period.
The laws against the universe, man.
Right, bro. You don't do that. So, but he did it for, like I said, entertainment. You can't take it personally. You can't take it personally. You got to look at it as business. You know what I mean? Like, it was a business move. It was a business move in bad taste? Yes. But nonetheless, it was a business move. And that's what he did. So, But like I've been saying on all these little interviews that I've been doing, I'm not here to bash Willie D at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to explain the other side.
We're not here for that either, for you to bash Willie D either.
Yeah. I'm just here to explain the other side of the coin.
I don't want you to do that either. Not unless you have to do it, and that was on your choice. Just fine with it. But one thing I think about my artists and guests that I have on the show, I'm not here to stir up the pot and to make clickbait like every other show, every other blog, every other YouTube channel. They clickbait shit because I can guarantee you all the views that they got, I could get the same if I chop up the audio and just focus on what's being said. I don't do that, and that's why I appreciate you being on the show. And you know how I am with my shit. I'm not like that, so I don't do clickbait.
I know how to, I know how to bash a motherfucker if I want to. Like, Gonzo's a bitch ass motherfucker.
Exactly.
I'll say that shit to anybody. You know what I'm saying? I will bash the shit out of a motherfucker if I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good at that shit. Like, I'm a professional basher. Like, I can bash the fuck out of a motherfucker, especially a bitch ass, big nose bitch like Gonzo. You know what I'm saying? But we not gonna go there. You know what I mean? Like, I digress. So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So but Willie D garners a lot of respect for me because, again, me and Willie D have made history. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did the blind leading the blind with Willie D, so I can't really come at Willie D like I would come at bitch-ass Gonzo. It's two different cloths. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with two different personalities and two different people. One commands respect and the other one's a bitch-ass nigga. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Like I say, man, that's one thing we don't do. I don't promote the bashing, but if that's what the guest is doing, hey, it's more than free to do because the other artists as well, guys, they're trying to come up here and do the same. I mean, I don't play both sides of the line. I give everybody the fair shake.
Right.
I
gave
even in the
height of the whole regime thing, you gave everybody an opportunity to come on and speak their piece. I respect that about you. You know what I'm saying? That was gangster. You know what I'm saying? You gave everybody an opportunity to come on and speak their piece, you know what I'm saying, and leave it, and speak their piece and say what they had to say. You know what I'm saying? For me, and that's why I fuck with you. That's why when you call me and you ask me to do something, I always do it. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, that was gangster. You gave everybody an opportunity to speak their piece and put their cards on the table and, sort it out. And look what came of that. Yuck and Gonzo sorted their situation out, and now they're, they cool and shit. You know what I'm saying? Me, not so much. You know what I'm saying? I'm from L.A. and I'm revenge driven. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cut from a different cloth, and I have to deal with things in a different way. You know what I mean? So for them, that was a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And most of that, for me, that was, administrated through you. You know what I'm saying? You gave everybody opportunity to hear each other out. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas got to listen to those interviews over and over and over again and see where everybody, what they felt about it. And at some point they decided that it was some bullshit and they decided to squash their little shit. But me, I don't operate like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm different. So,
right.
For me, but I respect you because it was gangster for you to give everybody an opportunity like that because you are a genuine regime fan and you want to see everybody come together and, do the regime again. So you gave us your platform where everybody can air out their grievances, and I respect you for that, and you're a real gangster for that.
Thank you. No, thank you. Hearing that means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it really does. I really appreciate that, brother. You have no idea. You just made my day for that one.
For sure.
Speaking on when you heard the news that Bushwick bill passed, where were you at? And exactly, where were you at that time? And of course, you're going to feel torn up. But were you teary? Were you sad? Were you angry? Did you toss some shit around? Because sadness, when you hear bad news, it affects everybody different, and the reaction is always different. What was just your reaction, period?
I had just drove, because I drive trucks and shit now. So I had just drove from Pennsylvania to Fontana, and I just got to the yard, and I had just parked my truck and shit, and I was checking my Instagram.
Fontana, you said
when
Fontana?
I stop and shit. In Fontana, yeah. I parked my truck in Fontana. So, but
okay.
yeah, I had I stopped and I was checking my Instagram and I had an Instagram message, and it was from one of the executives over at Rap-A-Lot, Red Boy. He told me that Bill died, and at first I just was kind of like, you kind of be in this, because the thing is, like, okay, like in February he announced that he had pancreatic cancer. And it was at stage 4 or whatever. So I was like, well, I'm just going to, drive my truck a little bit, and then I'm going to go down there and I'm going to hang with him. You know what I'm saying? Because my wife at the time was telling me that, pancreatic cancer will take you fast. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, if you're going to go down there, you better hurry up and go down there because it's stage 4 and, he might, and that was in like February. So he passed June 4th. So, it kind of, at first I just was kind of like, I heard it from from Red Boy, the executive over at Rap-A-Lot. I heard it, but it didn't really register to me. So I got in my car and I drove to my cousin's house. By the time I got to my cousin's house, Face had called me. Face called me and he said, because I started crying about it, not because he was that I knew for sure he was dead, but just that, I don't know. I was in sort of like I didn't really believe it at first, but then when Face called me and told me that he died, it's like, that's when it hit home for me that he had really passed. So I just was kind of like, now the phone calls are coming in. His publicist and stuff is calling me, asking for statements and stuff like that, and his photographer that used to travel with us and take pictures and take photos of us. This dude named Oki, he called and he told us that Bill's organs had shut down, but that he was still on. Well, when he told Face that his organs shut down, Face went on Instagram and immediately went into Rest in Peace Bushwick Bill. But the family called Face and was like, he's not dead yet, so take that down. So Face just kind of like, it kind of fucked Face's moment up. You know what I mean? Like, because Face and Bill they was closer than Face and Will. You know what I'm saying? So when Oki called and told us that his organs had shut down, but he was still on life support, and that his son Javon and them had to fly to Denver, to sign the papers to take him off life support. He wasn't, officially dead yet. So, but as far as Face was concerned, being that his organs had shut down, he was, as far as he was concerned, he was dead. So Face put up the Rest in Peace Bushwick bill, and then it was a big thing behind that, behind the scenes and stuff. And when TMZ seen that Face put Rest in Peace Bushwick bill, they automatically ran the story that Bill had died. And, the publicist had to jump on that and say that it wasn't true yet, that he was on life support. And it was just a big mess, you know what I'm saying? And all I could do, really, after I cried about it, all I could do was laugh, because Bill was being Bill. Even in death, he was still, confusing motherfuckers and shit. Like, that's what Chuck always did. He always liked to confuse people and have you, like, wondering and thinking, and you know what I'm saying? And that's what he was. So all I could do was laugh about it, you know what I mean? I just like, damn, Chuck. And then the 28th week, I had to fly to Houston, and we had his funeral and stuff like that. And that's just,
you got to speak at that funeral.
Yeah, I spoke at the funeral, and just kind of like, there's a lot of stories that I couldn't tell because we were in a church, you know what I'm saying? But but it was a lot of funny things with Bill too, you know what I'm saying? A lot of learning situations. Like, Bill was like Yoda to us, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was just all wise, and people, he did a lot of fucked up shit to people, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was mean in a lot of ways, but that was only because he had this size complex. Where if you were taller than Bill, Bill tried to talk you down because he wanted to make you feel as small as he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to remember, this is a person who had to look up to everybody in his life. Like, he had to look up to you. In order to speak to you, you had to look up to you, you know what I'm saying? That does something to a person when you small like that.
Right.
So Bill would always talk shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had a defense mechanism where he always talked shit. But you didn't really realize that until you got to know Bill for real. Like, he would talk shit to you, but he really didn't mean no harm. He just was talking shit, you know what I'm saying? It just was like a defense mechanism, you know what I mean? So, a lot of people have memories of Bill talking shit and cussing them out and doing all kind of crazy stuff, but really and truly, Bill was a beautiful. I've seen Bill literally take his shirt off his back and give it to somebody. Like I've seen him do that. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen him give people his last. I've seen him take care of kids that wasn't his. I've seen him do all kind of charitable things. You know what I mean? So I know Bill to be a different person.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? I just know Bill to be a different person, man. And there was no way I was gonna miss that day. There was no way I was gonna not be there. So there's no way I'm not gonna speak up for Chuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now go ahead with things you want to say.
No, I'm just saying there's just no way that I could allow somebody to talk bad or talk ill about Bill like that and not say something. You know what I mean? I just can't do that. I'm not going to. You know what I mean? I don't care how mad Will gets at me. One thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to bash Will or anything like that. But at the same time, I got to let people know that it was more to their relationship than just that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know if it was me and, somebody was saying something bad about me, regardless of what me and Bill went through or because honestly, me and Bill had bad, it was, we and him had a little, we were at odds about some things too, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that was my partner. And, wasn't nobody at the time really trying to step up and speak about it. So I felt like I had to, you know what I'm saying? And then once I did, then his son and them, they got the courage to speak up too, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't know, like, damn, if I say something about, Will, what's going to happen after that? They didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, they look at Will as this, scary gangster. They kids, you know what I'm saying? But, like, sometimes you have to speak truth to power. You know what I'm saying? You got to let powerful people know when they fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that ain't cool. Like, even like with Trump, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a powerful person, but we as the people in the United States, we got to speak up. Yeah, say, hey, man, you fucking up, you bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to be honest, right, and to be honest, a truly powerful person that's settled in their power will respect the person that speaks up and let them know where they fucking up at. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's the fuck niggas. It's the fuck niggas that got power that be upset when you tell them, hey, man, that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? So I had to speak up. I'm known for speaking up. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I'm not going to sit back and be silent when. Yeah, so.
And that's why I fuck with you, because you don't bite your tongue for nobody. You tell it how you see it, and that's why I respect you so much for it. You have no idea, because it takes, I wouldn't say it takes balls, it just takes heart to really come out and speak the truth. Anyone can have balls and come out and say what the fuck they want, but if it's coming from the heart and it's the truth, that's why it takes more than balls, man, to speak the truth, man. It takes heart. Period.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's all. Like I said, we're gonna do it. We're gonna actually. I'm probably gonna have it for next week or so. We're gonna do a dedication show for Bushwick Bill. I'll have a lot of clips that I want to play. So hopefully we can get you on for that. Just for a quick segment. Tell us the story of Bushwick and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you got plenty of them.
For sure, man. You already know. All you gotta do is call me and tell me when to call in, bro. And I'm there. It's nothing. Especially when it comes to something like that. You know what I mean? Like. And I want to link you with like the Fifth Ward. I want to link you with like the Fifth Ward Boys, and they got a new project coming out. They were all signed on Rap Lot too.
Yeah, hey man, set it up. Hey, if you can get me a hold with anybody from the Fifth Ward Boys, I would love to have them on.
No problem. I'll set that up for you. That's nothing.
Yes.
I got you.
Well, I want to say thank you, brother. I know you're a busy person. I want to say thank you. Because we could go on and talk about this for another hour or so. Too bad these motherfuckers don't give me an extra hour. But I want to say thank you, man. You already know that every time I have you on, I appreciate it. This interview will go up on YouTube most likely tomorrow night or Monday morning. It depends on how much time I got. I don't have a lot of work to do tomorrow. We'll get that on going for you. I'll even click it to the link and shit. None of the audio is going to be chopped up. The other thing is going to be chopped up is the music before the interview and the music after. You know what I'm saying? At the interview. So I don't do that chop up in between shit and do the clickbait shit. It's the full interview, nothing more, nothing less, because I could get a lot of numbers. Like everyone out there that's beating me in numbers on YouTube, you're lucky that I don't chop up my shit and put their headlines like you do, because I have so much content. Fuck your shit up.
That's right.
I'm just speaking the truth. Because sometimes I clench my teeth and I'm like, motherfuckers. Like, all right. But right now I'm just keeping it cool.
That's right, man. Well, shout out to Die4 Radio, man, and the Mad Report, man, for having me on, man, and giving me opportunity on this platform to speak my mind as far as Bill is concerned, man. Rest in peace, Bushwick Bill. Long live Chuck.
Most death. Now, before you go, I need a new Don Menace Die4 drop, because for some reason they erased all my clipping. Like they deleted a lot of my audio, and I lost a lot of the promos that I already had saved on my computer, because my computer got wiped out months ago. So I need a new one too, because I need to start building these back up. So I need a new Don Menace Die4 radio drop, brother.
Got you, bro. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, man. This is the Don Menace of the notorious, infamous Menace Clan, and you listening to Die4 Radio and Mad Radio Report. Right here, man. Y'all stay tuned. We got more real shit for y'all. Word.
Thank you, brother, man. Like I say, man, I'm gonna hit you up during for the Bushwick thing. Where I'm gonna start working on it. Yeah, we definitely want to get one of the because I'm also trying to get anybody else on Rap a Lot that's willing to speak on this show. Let them know, man. We'd like to hear anybody who has a Bushwick Bill story, a beautiful Bushwick Bill story. Please come on and tell it.
Bro, I have his son
we just want to celebrate the life and the legacy of this brother.
I'll have his son call you. Don't even trip. I'll have Javon call, so you'll get to talk to his son.
The show. Sounds good.
Yep.
Sounds good.
No problem.
Well, all right, brother. I want you to enjoy your Saturday, man.
All right, bro. I appreciate you, man. Nah, man, I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, man. Tell Dyer Lansky I said what up. Shout out to Dyer Lansky, man, and the whole Die4 family, man. And, peace out, man, from the Menace Clan. That's all I can say.
All right, brother. I mean, you have a great Saturday, man. Take care of yourself. Stay blessed. Take care of your wife. Take care of your kids like you always do. Just be blessed, brother. You know, and you know, I'm always rooting for you, man, because you're like the underdog. And right now, you're proving these motherfuckers wrong that anything is possible. And you just don't have to be a rapper and all that shit to go and get money. And that's why I fuck with you, brother. Keep being an inspiration to the people. Thank you, man.